So then we are back with more understandings from the renewed covenant regarding the information that Shaul gave to Timothy. And then the previous video we were speaking of the encouragement of Shaul and then Timothy. He was reminding him the importance of having in mind that he had an influence from his grandmother Lois and then Eunice, also his mother. And then also he was prayed over by the elders. So then he was reminding him, even though Timothy was a bit shy and timid, he had to overcome his fears. So then these days that we are living in, the time of the church belonged to the Hebrews. Those are the real church people. Those are the people then they would go out in groups of people and they would then form the church. So then we must encourage them every time, visiting with them, inviting them to come over, invite them for reading. We must encourage them. And taking the example of Shaul, many times when he was writing, he said, encourage each other with these words. He didn't say, only encourage you when you are having a nice day, only encourage you when you're having a great day. No, he said encourage each other with these words. He said in a tone that it was an obligation for us to encourage each other with these words. Then much more so of the Hebrew brothers. They must come together for prayer, come together for reading, come together for the understanding, come together for preachings, come together for the sharings, and they can read, they can relate, then they can share their own experiences. So this is the encouragement of each other. In these times that we are living in, where the church then is discovering the real understanding from the time of Moshe, then we begin to encourage each other with these words, because we understand it from the Hebraic understanding only is the only valid point. So then from the time that Shaul then was then encouraging Timothy, he said, Timothy, understand that you have then from your grandmother Lois and from your mother Eunice, and that you have also an anointing prayer over you then from the elders. Have this in mind, you must overcome your fears. This is the tone of voice that he was using when he was relating with Timothy. He had to be encouraged in the ministry. And then he said later, make sure then you complete your ministry. He was fathering him, but he was very strong. So this is what it means when he was then showing him the areas of then the Gentiles he was going to be involved in. He was teaching, he was giving the experience to him. He had to be encouraged. And this is what is going on with the people of the faith these days. They must be encouraged. And it's not very pleasing at times. Oh, I had a rough day, so let's go then together and let's read the scriptures. So it makes a whole lot of sense. Much more coming up.